from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios. It's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Good Saturday morning, everybody. It is indeed In the Building. It is the sports edition, which tells me that we talk sports during the week on our normal podcast.
Of course.
But I guess the people that run Chris 6 looked at the podcast and thought, yeah, y'all talk sports, but why don't we just talk sports on Saturday? Because we do mix it up during the week a little bit, you know? Mm-hmm. I might bash military leaders or the guy who made my hamburger at the Whataburger or something, you know? But we keep it strictly sports, so that's why we call this one In the Building Sports Edition, and a good Saturday morning.
Good morning.
Rudy J. I'm Mike Taylor. It's the 5th week of doing this show here on Chris 6 TV.
Those crazy New Yorkers preempted us last week.
Yeah, it's technically the 5th show, but one will
live in infamy.
One is, I don't want to say the word because we're on television. Last week's show is a flatulence in the wind is all it wound up being. It's all it wound up
Ryder
being.
Cup. Ended up being a good Ryder Cup.
However, if you are watching this show and you like what you see on our show in the Coastal Bend area, we went ahead and posted the television show on our YouTube page last week, which is, you can find us on YouTube by putting In the Building. The name of the channel is Love You Hard TV. I'll try to explain why it's called that one of these days without getting in trouble here on regular television. But welcome in. It is technically the 4th because last week's didn't air, so away we go. Normally, we lead with college football since it's Saturday morning, Rudy, and normally we lead with the Longhorns. But I'll let you decide, honestly. Based on what I've seen the first five weeks into the season, my Aggie buddies might be like, y'all sure you don't want to lead with us? Talk about arch.
Well,
we're doing better. We'd beat them right now if we played them. That's what my buddies have told me.
I would argue. I would argue they're the best team in the country.
Okay,
but
country.
Some people say Ohio State. Some people say Miami. I think the Aggies are ranked 6th right now.
Wow!
But because of where they play, resources. Finally found the right coach. I could argue. I didn't say they were. I wasn't really going on a limb board, but I could argue that the Aggies are the best team in the country right now.
You just made a whole bunch of buddies with my buddies.
Did I?
Wait till I tell them what you
I'm just telling you the truth.
Whoop, whoop. Although I have 3 or 4 guys coming here. Texas Tech would annihilate both of them.
A lot of Texas Tech has a reason to beat their chest. But, if we're just talking Texas, it's the Aggies.
All right, well, let's lead with the best team in Texas, the Texas Fighting Aggies.
Let's do it. They
play Mississippi State today. So we're going to talk good about you, Aggies. Don't go losing to Mississippi State now.
I know.
Don't mess this up.
Because next week we'll come in here and do 3 segments tearing you to pieces.
Don't mess this up.
Right.
All right. So no one's saying any different. I think he was kidding.
Okay.
But Mike Elko this week, you just said he was a great fit, and I couldn't agree more. I think they finally found their guy at A&M. Finally. Mike Elko said the other day that, hey, these kids are all getting paid now. And because he was asked about the penalties, the one complaint that Mike's had the last couple of weeks has been we're committing way too many penalties.
I agree with that.
Pre-snap stuff. It's not in the heat of the battle, but you can't live with that.
And it's going to bite you against someone really good that comes back to haunt you. You can get away with that against Auburn.
In a playoff game, dare I say playoffs and Aggies?
Oh, yes.
This could kill you.
Yeah.
And Mike was, I think, joking, but basically said, hey, these kids are all getting paid. We have started a coaches Cabo fund because at the end of the season, all the coaches are going to get together and go to Cabo for a week. Let's make these kids that won't stop committing false start penalties, these misalignment penalties pre-snap. We're going to start making kids put money in the coaches Cabo fund. Now, when he said it, it got a couple of chuckles, but he said it with a straight face. No one's saying anything. It's not been substantiated. But honestly, I love it. And if he did start a fund and start fining guys, hey, you want to be a big boy? You want to get paid? You want to get treated like an adult? You get fined every time you jump start.
Got a couple millionaires on that team.
Yeah, a few.
There you go. Yeah, a couple millionaires on that team. They're not student
They're all
athletes.
making more than you and me.
They're employees.
Yes.
I can find an employee.
Staff members.
James Brown used to find his band when they would show up late.
Well.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, yes, I hope he was being serious because I love that.
Me too. And honestly, this is and he may have started something that's serious. Mike Elko might not actually be fining players, but I can see that becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Ben. And this may not sit well with everybody. I don't look at these as student athletes anymore.
I don't care what anybody says.
They are paid staff members.
They're employees.
They are. They're employees. And
they happen to go to class.
Right. And so I don't have any problem with start fining players. The NCAA should start fining players. If you in the NFL, if you do something stupid.
Oh, let's say, what is it?
Throw a punch or something?
No, those illegal hits. Targeting?
Targeting could come with a fine. Hey.
In the NFL, if you go helmet to helmet, they hit you for $20K. Now, you have to fine him according to his NIL. Because everybody's NIL isn't created equally, but I'd be okay with that.
I would too. I would too. I am all for paying guys. I'm all for NIL, at least for sure. I don't love paying guys salaries. I don't love it, but it's fine. I've learned to live with it. NIL, go for it. More power to you. There needs to be some regulation, but as we get going here with this new world order in football and college, they should start fining players that do stupid stuff. I absolutely agree.
Especially targeting. You get thrown out of the game. I wouldn't have any problem with that. Again, it's a whole different world.
All right. And don't forget, my Longhorn buddies, we still love you very much. We'll talk about your team coming up next. Y'all got a big one. And we'll start that thing there next. It's In the Building Sports Edition here on Chris 6. I like beer, and I like burgers, Rudy.
And I like wings.
Well, we got all that and more. It's the BWB Restaurant, longtime staple in Corpus Christi, Texas. Got the 2 locations, and both of them have good times.
Absolutely, and I can't think of a better place to take in some football, whether it be college football, pro football, basketball runs around. It's a great watching scene over at the BWB.
It's great. 2 locations in town on the south side on Saratoga, and then off I-37 on Upriver Road, the BWB Restaurant. Let's go. I'm ready.
I'm in the building.
If you like our television show, you will also like our podcast. Every day, Monday through Friday, we have In the Building podcast, Rudy.
That's right. You can subscribe at Love You Hard TV on YouTube. Check us out 10 a.m. weekdays. In the Building, baby.
Love You Hard TV on YouTube. Welcome back to In the Building, Sports Edition here on Chris 6. Mike Taylor with Rudy J.
Yes, sir.
Every Saturday morning here on Chris 6, you can catch our show. You can watch our podcast all the time, anytime you want to. We do live editions of our podcast Monday through Friday on our YouTube channel. It's In the Building is the name of the show. Look us up. I want to quickly say thank you to our sponsors that have been here with us, especially a big shout out to the BWB here in Corpus Christi. One of our OG supporters on our new show. Could not do this without.
Y'all go support them.
Our supporters, our sponsors, 2 locations in Corpus Christi, the BWB. All right. Before I run off all of my Texas Longhorn fans with my Aggie loving, it's been 2 weeks since Arch Manning looked like the kid we thought we were getting from the beginning. However, but that's Sam Houston State. They're terrible. One of the dog teams in the country. Today's different. Now, you're not playing a world beater. Florida's not very good.
They got their own disappointment at quarterback.
Sure. DJ Lagway.
You could argue who's been the worst disappointment. I would say Arch because there was more hype.
Sure.
But there was a lot of hype behind Lagway as well. And Florida don't look good.
No, and frankly, man, I'm surprised that Billy Napier's still their coach.
What does he know?
I don't know.
Does he have pictures of somebody in a
he's got some
compromising position?
I don't know, because lots of coaches have been fired for less.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
But this is still an SEC game.
I don't like seeing guys get fired.
Me neither.
That all being said,
it's still an SEC
this
game.
ain't no gimme. Do I know what I'm going to get
for
today?
3 weeks.
Do I know what I'm getting today out of Arch Manning in the swamp? Your first on the road SEC, Big Southern John Plantation country. He's going to Florida, the Panhandle, the home of Emmitt Smith. This is a whole new animal.
Spurrier.
This isn't the friendly confines of 6th Street and Sam Houston State. Say what you will about Florida. This is a legit big boy game for Arch. And he did not look good at all until the Sam Houston game. And today, man, is huge for him.
Well,
huge.
after the way he looked against San Jose State was also awful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give him credit for what he did against Sam Houston State because I've seen him look awful against lesser opponents.
Okay.
I'll go there. But again, we saw Brian Kelly get all upset with his, local media after they had beat Florida. Like, hey, this is, and you heard Brian Kelly say that's still an SEC team. So, and not only that, when the burnt orange comes to town, your ears perk up, your chest puffs out. You start getting some pride about yourself because it's one of those programs. It's one of those programs that are nationwide. And so I expect Florida to probably, I'm not saying that they win, but I expect Florida to probably play their best game of the season.
I don't disagree at all. Now, I think Texas wins the game.
Me too.
But Arch is the story because Florida's offense, for whatever reason, is just not good. And Texas's defense, who I have been huge on, even though they lost a lot of kids from last year's semifinal run, they're still very, very good. I love that defense.
I feel bad for the defense because they've played so well.
I know.
But all we want to talk about is Arch. But that defense is
not doing his part.
No. But that defense has been lights out.
Yeah, but that's how we do. We focus on the negative.
We focus on the story. We're storyline people. Yeah.
But that being said, I don't think Florida scores more than 2 touchdowns today. It's a 2:30 kickoff.
I don't think so either.
I don't know that Arch is going to look any good, but it's possible we're on air upset about a 21-14 victory.
I can see that
tomorrow because Arch is not very good, and they just find a way to outscore a bad Florida team because the Longhorn defense is so good. So I think Texas wins a hard-fought game by a touchdown, low scoring. Until Arch shows me he's going to be better than what he's shown me so far, I'm not going to sit up here and, he figured it out against Sam Houston.
No.
6 touchdown passes. I ain't doing that.
Now, let me be generic TV guy, Mike.
Go right ahead, Rudy.
Is there any chance that the Longhorns are looking past this game because of the Red River game next week up at the Cotton Bowl?
No, Steve Sarkisian won't allow it.
Okay.
There is no way that Sark and that staff allowed these kids to overlook Florida. If they did, they may lose today. This is anybody can beat anybody anytime.
Yes.
Especially in college football, more and more that's becoming the truth. With NIL, one of the things I've noticed with all this money everywhere, because everybody's got money in the Power Four.
All of them.
We don't have a team that is clearly the best team in the country.
And we saw that with Georgia. We thought it was Georgia.
Yeah, I know. When does the last time in college football we looked at it and said, "Oh, those are the 2 best teams. That's your championship game. It's Georgia, Bama, or Ohio State. No one else has a chance."
I'm so glad you brought that up.
It's been a minute since we've been able to say that.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's the side of the NIL no one talks about.
Mm-hmm.
There's the side where, man, these kids are entitled. They just jump in the portal. But the other side is it's actually caused a little parity.
Sure.
Because a lot of those kids that are at Texas Tech would never go to Texas Tech without money. Half of those kids would be at Georgia. The other half would be at UT. The other people would be at A&M.
Yeah.
So, NIL in some cases, if you have the money, it kind of evens the playing field a bit.
A&M, Oklahoma, Tech, Texas, Georgia,
SMU,
Bama, LSU, Ole Miss, Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon. How many teams did I just name?
That's about 10.
All 10 of those schools, if I told you one of those is going to win the national championship, you'd believe me that all 10 have a chance.
Yes.
They have a chance.
A chance.
It's not nearly as top heavy as it usually has been.
Because right now it's Bama, Georgia, and we'll see y'all in January.
That's what it's been forever.
Before it would be
Ohio State every once in a while.
Yeah.
Zeke goes crazy and makes a run. I like this. I like this landscape. Now, I don't like everybody being mediocre like in the NFL where no one's elite. I like having some elite schools, but we've got 10 to 15 elite teams.
I'm still not crazy about the portal.
I'm learning to live with it,
right.
But it has created some parity and some equality, and that's good. Everybody's on a more equal playing field because everybody's got money now on the Power 4 level anyway. All right, we got to get into the NFL scene for tomorrow. Cowboys and Jets tomorrow as well. Yeah, I know. Let's start Cowboys and Jets and work our way down to weekend guarantees. Those are coming up next. It's In the Building Sports Edition here on Chris 6 TV. Sammy's Embroidery in South Texas, providing logos on hats, gear, and all kinds of clothes all over the great state of Texas, Rudy.
That's right. No order too big, too small, using all of the state-of-the-art equipment.
And it's all done in-house, too. No outsourced jobs. This is all made by folks in a Texas shop in Texas. Name brand gear, Nike, Port Authority, Reebok, Under Armour, all the big names, all the big brands for you. Sam's Embroidery in South Texas. 210-824-3900, Sam's Embroidery.
What's up, Corpus Christi? You gonna be rolling through San Antonio? You already know the move. Pull up to any of our 7 Texas Cheer liquor spots and snag the viral cocktail to go bags and lit kits that everybody's talking about. You got crazy flavors, limited drops. I'm talking about the dopest drink selection in the game. Do not miss out. We're turning up every day, all day at Texas Cheer Liquor. Follow us and tag your squad. 7 locations. That's Texas Cheer Liquor, baby.
Tomorrow, of course, is Sunday, big NFL day. Cowboys back in action. It is In the Building Sports Edition. Mike Taylor with Rudy J here on Chris 6. Join us every Saturday morning for this show. If you happen to be tuning in right now, this is a podcast on television.
Yes.
That we do every Saturday here on Chris 6. We talked a lot of college ball last segment. Okay, it's the Jets. It's a noon kick.
No.
Over under on how many times you want to do something else? 7, 8.
It's not because of the Cowboys. It's because of the Jets.
Correct.
The Jets have a legit chance to go 0-17. And now they're going to get everybody's best effort because you can't be the Jets' first loss.
Right. Do the Jets play the Saints this year? I need to know that. If they do, I can't wait for that game.
That would be the...
Who will tank the hardest when they play each other?
That's the Boo-Boo Bowl. There was a time, though, Mike, that teams, everybody was coming in this year, which team will tank for Arch? They do play each other.
They do play. The Jets and Saints play. They both want to lose that game.
Well, there's no clear-cut number one. There's no reason to tank anymore because Arch is...
Well, you're right about that.
Who are we tanking for? I guess we'll wait a few weeks. But
yeah, the march for Arch is turned into a let's wait and see and crawl for Arch.
Yeah. But hey, I'm going to give y'all a chance to sit down. Are you sitting down at home?
I'm sitting down.
You're sitting down? Right now.
Yes, sir.
Today, Dak Prescott is one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL, playing like one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. And if you argue that, you're just a Cowboy hater, and that's okay because they love that. But if you just look at it, I'm talking about him. He can't help it that his defense is a college defense. He can't help that. But if you're just looking at Dak Prescott, snap by snap, audibles, in and out of stuff, getting out of the pocket, making the right read, not having CeeDee Lamb, being down a couple of offensive linemen, a new system, he's playing his butt off. And I don't say that often.
He can't possibly play any better than he has played. He can't play. That's as well as Dak can play.
Right.
Yeah. He's been great. And more mobile, dare I say, at least a little bit. Just remember I was screaming after week 1, just be a little tiny bit mobile.
Right.
Twice a game, run the ball.
You think it was Ozempic?
His face looks great. See, he doesn't have Ozempic face.
No, he doesn't.
He has Tom Brady Gucci model.
Yeah, he has that.
Whatever conditioning Dak did in the offseason is paying off with his looks. He looks like a model, and it's paying off in his game. He's been fantastic. And one of the guys who's benefited from Dak and a guy who's playing for money is George Pickens, who they traded for.
Do you think quietly, like when George Pickens gets home, he prays, gets down, lights some candles, and prays that CeeDee Lamb stays out a few more weeks?
I don't think he's happy that CeeDee's hurt.
He's not happy he's hurt, but he's happy he's getting
there are
featured.
Benefits to the injury to CeeDee Lamb.
There
George
you go.
Pickens
That's a good way to word it.
Of course, he's like, CeeDee, I got you. Take your time. Don't rush back. Yeah, make sure
you got 10 years left.
We need you.
Yeah, you got 10 years left.
Yeah, you're a legend.
Yeah.
Take all the time you need.
Right.
Take an extra week.
I'm trying to get paid.
Yeah, I need to get paid. And I don't know that Dallas will be the team that can pay him because they're already paying CD. And I question the move in the offseason. Why are you bringing in a guy who's a free agent when you got so many other holes and you're not very good? Well, now I look dumb because now CD is hurt and George has been sensational.
He's been really good.
He's been
and again, when he was coming in, I just figured he was just, the deep threat guy. But he's been route running, toe tapping, hands, blocking. But this is what guys do in contract years. But he's still doing it. All I can do is talk about what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is he's doing everything.
If not for Pickens, they don't tie the Packers last year.
No, not a chance.
No, he was terrific, and we'll see how things go. They freed up a lot of money with the Micah Parsons trade.
But with that defense, everybody will have a chance to be in the game. I'm taking the Cowboys to win, but because their defense is so – Justin Fields might have 150 yards rushing. That's how bad Dallas' defense is.
He might even have 200 yards passing.
Well, Russell Wilson did have 4.
All right. That leads me to my guarantee. Can I get one of my guarantees of the weekend?
Let's do it.
The Jets will not score 30 points.
Okay.
How's that for going out on a limb? They will not score 30 at home against the 32nd ranked.
He got to go up to 30.
Well, that's crazy.
That's how bad the defense is. You got to give it a 30-point threshold.
Yeah, they will not give up 30 to the Jets. The Cowboys will control the clock and win, 28-14, something like that. It'll be kind of a boring game.
Yeah.
Kind of a boring game. All right. You want to jump into – oh, by the way, do you agree with this? If they're absolutely serious about making a wild card run or a divisional run, who knows? Jalen Hurts could get hurt next week or tomorrow. You cannot be losing to the Jets, and you dang sure can't be losing next week either when you play in Carolina.
No, you already got to win both of those. You already
screwed up one of your mulligans by losing to the Bears. You can't be losing to these people they're playing the next 2 weeks. Can't be doing it. Because then you got the Washington, you got Denver 3 weeks, and then 4 weeks after that. So you got 2 games here with, now granted, they're on the road, and we talk about the NFL where anything can happen, and does. You can't be losing to tomorrow, and you can't be losing next week.
Yeah. My weekend guarantees, I think Vanderbilt, because Alabama just played a tough game against Georgia.
Okay.
Vanderbilt upsets Alabama.
All right.
And the Ravens are a mess with or without Lamar Jackson. They're going to be without him. I think the Texans beat the Ravens.
Whoa.
So I got the Texans beating the Ravens. They're playing Cooper Rush.
They are playing Cooper
Rush. And I got Vanderbilt upsetting Bama because Bama's just coming off a tough game against Georgia, life in the SEC.
Boy, if the Texans beat the Ravens are absolutely done.
Well, no, Lamar,
1-4, they'll be done.
They're
be
cooked.
Dunzo.
They're cooked.
And then now John Harbaugh's got a top 10 pick. My other guarantee for the week, real quick, the UT Longhorns don't score 30 either.
Okay.
In the Swamp. That's going to be a hard-fought game. So Dallas in a low-scoring game over the Jets. The Jets don't get to 30. Longhorns in a low-scoring game, and the Gators don't get to 30. Oh, these shows fly by, man.
They go too quick, man.
All right. One little goodbye segment, and then we'll say love you hard. Thank you. We're right back next. I like beer, and I like burgers, Rudy.
And I like wings.
Well, we got all that and more. It's the BWB Restaurant, longtime staple in Corpus Christi, Texas. Got the 2 locations, and both of them have good times.
Absolutely. And I can't think of a better place to take in some football, whether it be college football, pro football, basketball runs around. It's a great watching scene over at the BWB.
It's great. 2 locations in town on the south side on Saratoga, and then off I-37 on Upriver Road, the BWB Restaurant. Sammy's Embroidery in South Texas, providing logos on hats, gear, and all kinds of clothes all over the great state of Texas, Rudy.
That's right. No order too big, too small, using all of the state-of-the-art equipment.
And it's all done in-house, too. No outsourced jobs. This is all made by folks in a Texas shop in Texas. Name brand gear, Nike, Port Authority, Reebok, Under Armour, all the big names, all the big brands for you. Sam's Embroidery in South Texas. 210-824-3900, Sam's Embroidery. All right, that's just about it. You go over those 2 guarantees, staying with it?
Vanderbilt, Texans.
All right. Longhorns, Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right, guarantees are in. Okay, these shows go super fast. If you just can't get enough of this, we have 5 shows a week, sometimes 6, sometimes 7, on our YouTube channel at Love You Hard TV. So if you want to keep watching us, you may do so on our podcast. Otherwise, check back next Saturday morning for another edition. I feel good about this thing. We're,
getting our feet.
We're a month in.
Getting our feet underneath us.
Yeah, I'm getting better with cameras and lights and stuff. Yeah. Getting a little better. I spent 20 years doing radio.
You got great hair.
Thank you. I always knew that I'd be okay.
I do too.
In TV.
It's just on my face.
Yeah, you look great bald. Don't grow hair like that. I can't grow a beard.
Really?
Can't do it.
That's awesome.
If I stopped shaving, you'd think I was ill. You'd think I had something like wrong with me because it comes in patches. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all. All right. Anyway, we talk a lot during the week about a lot of stuff. Mostly sports, but with some other stuff mixed in. So feel free to watch our podcast. Otherwise, we'll be back next Saturday morning here on Chris 6. Enjoy all the games today. We'll holler at you boys next Saturday morning here on In the Building Sports Edition with me and Rudy. Next Saturday morning here on Chris 6. Y'all have a great weekend. See ya.
I'm ready.
I'm in the building.
If you like our television show, you will also like our podcast. Every day, Monday through Friday, we have In the Building podcast, Rudy.
That's right. You can subscribe at Love You Hard TV on YouTube. Check us out 10 a.m. weekdays. In the building, baby.
Love You Hard TV on YouTube.